let's start things off with the freshman class of those 2025 high school graduates. Right now, there's certain restrictions based around the contact that they can be receiving from certain college coaches, but that doesn't mean they should just be sitting on their hands, waiting and hoping that things are going to eventually happen. There's things student athletes can be doing to get ahead of the curve right now, even if you are a freshman in high school.
Absolutely. For every sport out there, for every collegiate sport, college coaches, they start at the very least identifying student athletes as freshmen in high school in most cases. What that means, it could be that they're just viewing their profile. They might start following them to keep track of their progress throughout high school. Like David said, there are restrictions on Division I, Division II coaches on when they can actually start reaching out to you as a student athlete. That's not the same. That's not the case for Division III schools, for NAIA schools, for junior colleges. You can have contact with those college coaches really at any time within the recruiting process. And as a student athlete, you can be proactively reaching out to college coaches at any time. So a great first step is filling out recruiting questionnaires for college coaches. So you can typically go to their website directly. You can go through NCSA. We have links to most of the college coaches, the college programs, questionnaires that you can go in and fill out that information. Don't just do that. Don't just fill out the questionnaire, sit on your hand and say, my work is done. Coaches are going to find me now because I filled out the questionnaire. That's one step. Follow up from there. You should be still working on your profile, should still be emailing those coaches, because you can be directing them to your profile. Hopefully you're starting to put together videos so coaches can start getting an idea of where your starting point is. It's not going to be that you're a finished product and they're not looking for a finished product, but they want to get an idea of your starting point and how you develop throughout the rest of high school. So freshman year, there's plenty you can be doing right now. Even if you don't feel like you're at that peak level, you're not going to be, and that's okay, but it's still a great starting point to just start getting on coaches' radars and setting the stage for the rest of the process.
Yeah, that's the beautiful part of starting this process early, is you can initiate contact as a student athlete with any college coach in the country as a freshman. Again, those coaches may not be able to personally respond to you. What you're ultimately doing is you're raising your hand, you're showing interest in that program. You're letting that coach know, hey, I'm interested in maybe learning more about your program or attending your school someday. So the more of that you can do early on in the process, the better off you're going to be. If you can put yourself in a situation where you have 25, 30 plus coaches knowing who you are by the time you're a junior and that direct contact can really start, that's where you're going to put yourself in a position to find the right fit, to be able to enjoy the recruiting process and not be stressed out and overwhelmed by it. So again, early on, you can take that initiative. I have two examples. My nephew's a freshman baseball player in high school. We got his profile up and running. I have a good buddy of mine from high school whose son is a left-handed pitcher, a baseball recruit as well, who's a freshman. He sent me a message last week that he's got his first follow from a Division I coach. So what that means is there's a Division I coach that is following his profile. So they're following him. They want to continue to see his progression and see that information. So again, it's not just that college coaches aren't doing anything and they're going to say, okay, let's wait till these kids are juniors and start recruiting them. They're building their list of prospects and they're starting to kind of figure out, okay, who are some kids that maybe we want to go out and see, or who are some kids that we want to see some video with, or maybe invite out to a camp at our school to get a closer look at. So again, a lot of things that you can be doing early on, but again, the more initiative you can take, whether that's, again, just even researching schools, building a target list of schools that might be of interest to you, based on location, based on major, based on the size of the school. There's a lot that you can be doing early on as a freshman to, again, set yourself up to be in that position. Because regardless of what sport you're playing, if you're playing for a travel or club team, there are going to be college coaches out this spring, this summer, that are going to be checking out 2025 and 2024 high school grads. That's not something they wait again until junior or senior year to do. By junior, senior year, a lot of these coaches are kind of finalizing that. They're finalizing the top maybe 5 recruits they're looking at. So again, big step early on, Kyle, for these freshmen. Just be proactive, start to research the process, get yourself as educated as you possibly can.